Most boat owners dread the fuel dock. They watch the numbers spin, do the math, and quietly cruise less and less until the boat they retired on barely leaves the slip. But a handful of trawlers solve that problem completely. These boats sip diesel so slowly you can cruise an entire day on about $40 in fuel, while the boat in the next slip burns 5 times that to go the same distance. And the secret isn't some special engine, it's the shape of the hull. By the end of this video, you'll know 7 trawlers that turn fuel cost from a deal breaker into an afterthought, and number 1 gets better mileage than some cars. Here's the thing, nobody explains when you're shopping for a boat. 2 trawlers can look almost identical at the dock and have completely different fuel bills. And the difference comes down to one word: displacement. Most powerboats are built to climb up on top of the water and plane, and to do that, they have to shove the hull up and over its own bow wave, which takes enormous power and burns staggering amounts of fuel. A true displacement trawler doesn't fight the water. It slips through it at a steady, easy pace using a fraction of the energy. Pair that hull with a single, small, slow-turning diesel, and you get a boat that costs almost nothing to move. The trade-off is speed. These boats cruise at 7 or 8 knots, not 30. But here's what every retiree eventually figures out: you're not in a hurry anymore. The whole point is to be out there, not to get there fast. So let's count down the 7 trawlers that let you stay out on the water all day without flinching at the fuel dock, starting at number 7. Number 7, the Beneteau Swift Trawler 34. This one's on the list because it gives you a choice most boats don't. The Swift Trawler is a modern, comfortable, beautifully finished cruiser that can get up and move when you want to. But here's the trick almost nobody uses. Throttle it back to displacement speed around 7 or 8 knots, and the fuel burn collapses. At that easy pace, the 34 sips just a few gallons an hour, turning a long day of cruising into something close to that $40 figure. Push the throttles down and it'll happily drink 5 times as much, so the magic is entirely in how you run it. For a retiree who wants a newer boat with real creature comforts, big windows, modern systems, and the security of being able to speed up if weather's coming, this is the smart compromise. You get a contemporary trawler that's cheap to cruise when you take it slow, with a fast gear in your back pocket for the days you need it. It's the most flexible boat on this list. The next one throws flexibility out the window and goes all in on pure lazy efficiency. Number 6, the Kadey-Krogen Manatee 36. The name fits because this boat is a gentle giant, wide, roomy, and almost comically economical for how much living space you get. The Manatee was built around a full displacement hull and a single small diesel, and the result is a floating apartment that moves down the water on just 2 or 3 gallons an hour. Think about that. You get a beamy, comfortable walk-around interior, the kind of room that makes living aboard genuinely pleasant, and it costs about the same to cruise as a boat half its size. That's the Manatee's whole personality. It's not fast, it's not flashy, it just quietly gives a retired couple the most comfort per fuel dollar of almost anything on the water. These have a devoted following precisely because owners realize they can actually afford to use them. Long, slow, all-day cruises that don't end with a painful stop at the fuel dock. If your dream is to live aboard and still move around without going broke, the Manatee 36 belongs on your short list. Up next is the modern little boat that gets car-like mileage, and you can tow it home behind your truck. Number 5, the Ranger Tug R-29. This is the modern efficiency champion, and it does something almost no other capable cruiser can. It sips fuel like an economy car, and it fits on a trailer. The R-29 runs a single, modern, fuel-injected diesel in a light, cleverly designed hull, and at an easy cruise, it returns mileage numbers that genuinely shock people. We're talking close to 2 nautical miles per gallon, which in boat terms is extraordinary. That means a long day on the water really does land near that $40 mark. And because you can trailer it, you skip one of the biggest hidden costs of boat ownership entirely: expensive marina storage, by keeping it in your driveway and launching wherever you want. For a couple that wants a newer, efficient, low-cost boat without committing to a permanent slip, the Ranger Tug is almost in a category of its own. It packs a surprising amount of comfort into 29 feet, and it's about as cheap to own and run as a real cruising boat gets. The next boat is the complete opposite philosophy. Old, heavy, slow, and one of the most fuel-stingy hulls ever built. Number 4, the Willard 30. If the Ranger Tug is the clever modern answer, the Willard 30 is the old school one. And it might be the most fuel-efficient boat on this entire list at its cruising speed. This is a true full displacement boat with a deep, heavy hull and a tiny, slow-turning diesel, and it moves through the water with almost no effort at all. At its easy 6-knot cruise, a Willard 30 burns barely 1.5 gallons an hour, meaning a full day out can cost less than a nice lunch. And because that same heavy sea-kindly hull was designed for serious water, you get safety and economy in one package. This is a small boat that handles big conditions and barely touches its fuel tank doing it. The catch, and you know it by now, is speed. You're going 7 knots, period. But for the retiree who's done racing through life and just wants to be out there, comfortably, for as long as possible on as little money as possible, the Willard 30 is a quiet masterpiece. It's proof that the cheapest boats to run are often the oldest, simplest, heaviest ones. The final 3 are where fuel economy becomes almost unbelievable. Number 3, the Nordic Tug 32. This is the boat for the couple who wants efficiency without giving up everything to get it. The Nordic Tug runs a semi-displacement hull and a single diesel, and that combination is the sweet spot. Take it slow and it sips fuel like a true displacement boat, burning just a few gallons an hour on an easy cruise, but it also has a little more get up and go when you want to cover ground or stay ahead of weather. So you're not locked into 7 knots forever the way you are on the heavy full displacement boats. On top of that, the Nordic Tug is famous for something that quietly saves you even more money. It holds its value better than almost anything its size. That means low fuel bills while you own it and a soft landing when you sell. For a retiree doing the real math, not just the price tag, but the cost of actually living with the boat year after year, the Nordic Tug 32 is one of the smartest all-around buys on the water. It's efficient, it's capable, and it barely depreciates. The next boat was designed by people who treated fuel economy like a religion. Number 2, the Diesel Duck 382. Most boats have fuel economy as an afterthought. The Diesel Duck was built around it. This is a purpose-designed long-range cruiser, created for one mission, to carry you incredible distances on the smallest possible amount of fuel. The hull is full displacement and beautifully efficient. The engine is a single, modest, slow-turning diesel, and the whole boat is engineered to just keep going. Many can cross oceans on a single tank. At a relaxed cruise, a Diesel Duck burns only 2 to 3 gallons an hour, but the real headline is range, thousands of miles without refueling. Some even carry a steadying sail, which cuts fuel use further and keeps the ride comfortable in a seaway. Now, this is a more specialized boat, and you'll see fewer of them on the market. But for the retiree whose dream isn't just weekend cruising, it's actually going somewhere far, there's almost nothing that does it more economically. The Diesel Duck is what you buy when "how much fuel will this cost?" is the first question you ask, not the last. And it answers that question better than just about anything afloat. Which brings us to number 1, the little boat that turned fuel economy into a legend. Number 1, the Camano Troll 31. Ask any group of trawler owners which boat gets the best mileage, and this name comes up again and again. The Camano Troll is the fuel economy legend of the trawler world. It pairs a slippery, efficient hull with a single small diesel, and the result is almost hard to believe. At its easy 7-knot cruise, a Camano Troll sips right around 2 to 2.5 gallons an hour. That's roughly 1.5 to nearly 2 nautical miles per gallon, genuinely better mileage than some cars get. In real terms, that's where the $40 all-day promise from the start of this video actually lives. You can leave the dock in the morning, cruise for hours, explore a whole stretch of coastline, and come back having burned almost nothing. And it's not some stripped-down econobox either. the Camano Troll is a comfortable, well-built single-cabin cruiser that a couple can run easily and live with happily. Owners are famously obsessed with these boats, and they hold their value because everyone who has one understands exactly what they've got. The rare boat you can actually afford to use as much as you want. That's the whole dream. Right there. Not a boat that sits in the slip because fuel hurts too much. A boat that's cheap enough to run that you finally get your money's worth out of the water. So there they are, 7 trawlers that cruise all day for about $40, while the boats around them burn 5 times as much. And here's the one idea I want you to take away. The thing that ends most people's time on the water isn't the price of the boat. It's the price of using it. Fuel is what quietly turns a dream boat into a dock ornament. Pick one of these instead, and that problem just disappears. You stop counting gallons and start counting sunsets. Now, if cheap to run got your attention, you need to see what's happening to the price of these boats right now, because something strange is going on in the market in 2026. I made a whole video on why these trawlers are suddenly turning up dirt cheap and what's really driving it. It's right here, and it's the perfect next watch. And if you want more straight talk like this, subscribe. Your perfect boat might be in the next video. I'll see you there.